on the plane coming here because I do feel like, yeah, I think we gotta change the narrative.
4 years, Milan Harris stayed silent. Through the rumors, the breakup, even the blogs. But insiders say behind the scenes, she learned about a darker side of the industry. Something called training sessions, not lessons, but alleged initiations meant to break and control artists, especially women. Milan never accused Meek directly, but whispers say he was close enough to see. And now she's ready to speak, not for clout, but to protect the women still trapped in that system.
Yeah, I feel like we were in a struggle, but we didn't know that we were in a struggle. I feel like when you're in it, sometimes you don't understand until you get out of it. It was just what we knew.
Milan Harris didn't come into the game chasing fame. She was already successful with her brand, Milano di Rouge. But insiders say once she stepped into Meek's world, she started hearing whispers about training sessions. At first, just offhand jokes and odd comments, until she pieced it together. These weren't lessons, they were alleged initiations, used to break artists and keep them silent. And the names tied to it. Not small players, but industry powerhouses hiding behind platinum plaques.
My mom, she had my sister at 15. She dropped out of high school. She ended up going back and getting her GED, and she went to college to become a registered nurse. And I was telling my followers that because she made that sacrifice, it allowed me to dream. And I said,
Milan never said Meek brought women into those rooms, but sources claim she believed he knew they existed. And in her eyes, silence was still complicity. Behind the fashion shows and pregnancy glow, she was hearing whispers of training sessions. Not artist development, but obedience tests, closed-door initiations where newcomers were pressured, broken, and controlled. The deeper she got, the clearer it became. This wasn't training, it was a system built on fear.
Plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. I'm fucking coming for everyone now.
Milan never claimed she went through these sessions, but insiders say she saw the signs. Women showing up bright, then leaving broken. Young artists turning silent overnight. What she learned. It wasn't about talent. It was submission. 4 years, she stayed quiet, focused on her brand, her child, her safety. But now, as more stars expose the system, Milan's carefully choosing her words. She may not be naming names yet, but she's not protecting them forever.
It's a blessing to be fearless. Like, it's a blessing to not fear anything and just know that every obstacle I'm faced with,
Milan's story doesn't sound isolated. It sounds like a pattern. Young artists show up with dreams, only to change overnight. Insiders call it training sessions, tests of loyalty built on coercion, humiliation, even exploitation. The goal: control. Once you're compromised, you're theirs. From Britney to Bieber to Kanye, we've seen the breakdowns. The question is, are we finally ready to admit the industry runs on more than just talent?